Big man battle. Marquise Bolden. Some big time rim protection. Out to Kuzi. Over Traore. Defenders get his offense going, fading away. Said that he chose to not her optionality if you're going to be Jackson Rowe. Keeping the dribble. Rowe. Lewis got off to a leads to an Ethan Thompson. Coast City Capitanes this
effort. And then I'd like to see
2 years with the Windy City Bulls. Traore 6 of 9 from 3 yesterday. Kuzi. Jackson Rowe. And it take it to the house. Had him going 6th overall. One had him going over Tennessee. Beekman in the Traore. Well, no doubts that he can create for him. Tommy Kuzi open.
Well,
guy was getting a nice screen. Gets free. Blake Hinson hit 5 threes. Thompson.
For some reason, it locked up defenders.
6. Sean Eaton. It's a long Sorkin. Good head fake. Transferred to Pitt. That two-way contract. And he goes to Castleton. Big send-off. Hinson. 7 3-point outing at Duke. Hinson off the screen. He's to Sorkin. Catch and shoot. Quincy got traded to Utah and
a little bit of confidence and have things to go well.
One reason why people were high on him, Rupstavicius has hit one through. I want to see him be a consistent shooter. Kicking it out east. Daquan Plowden.
Steph Curry territory.
Yeah. Hinson, hand in his face. Vincent Dish. Uh-oh. Getting the pick. Here to Vincent Valerio Bodon. Rupstavicius putting his head down. Big C from the elbow. The 3, no. Look at Daquan. Castleton, good feed. Knox is open. As far in this one. Plowden, open corner 3. The Lakers just 20% shooting to Rupstavicius. Another 3.
Touch.
Like a little bit. Give and go.
Wow.
Great cut. Professionals with play the game.
There, that's it.
And Thompson, he's yesterday in start. Vescovy taking contact.
By the wayside. Love Jalen Brunson.
Oh, yes. Trying to make their way back into this. Way short. Plowden wide open. Contested jump. This time he'll put it on the deck and try to spin. Thompson takes him. 5th year at Bowling Green. Your two-way forward. Davicius to the hoop. Here in a Golden State uniform. And in the back, Traore. Projected lottery pick next year. Dunk of the game. It'll be a shot. CBA quarter point.
Again?
Runner bad year. Not happy with them or whatever. Brother Nolan. Great. Watch out for Nolan Traore. Reese Beekman. With the left hand, Thompson. Plowden.
He'll be a really nice camp player.
Of a Philly.
Is he?
History with 1,200 points, 800 rebounds. Yeah, they might not by that. Beekman.
And you're trying to see, see what he's got on the offensive end of the.
4th block for Marquise Bolden. Training camp with the Cleveland Hockey in Charlotte. Beekman.
Shot you got to make as a guard.
Here, Kuzi, catch and shoot.
And forth.
Beekman. Plowden.
Invariably, you'll get a layup.
Push. Rowe in the. Traore. Beekman to B.
Nice job. Off of there at a good angle.
This.
Then Draymond's just max defender. And boom, he goes right to the.
Connect with the Sorkin. Spinning off. Filling the lane. 4 assists.
Oh, I thought he was going to come back to that left wing. You know, good athlete.
Breakers at the charity stripe. A lot of traffic for Hinson. Caught that thing right. Thompson, this point outing last.
Yeah.
Thompson leaning, so rebounding well for his size. The end of the win over Miami yesterday. Sean East. Yeah, they go back. Knox just lowering his. Valerio Bodon, XP in 18 games. Oliveri contested. Diarra team powerhouse of a high schools now. Sponsorship has changed.
I went up there to watch that.
Is a bit of a collision. Off the, didn't want anything to do with it. Gonna call against you. That was the right calls. East. Duco D1 Player of the Year. It'll allow him to go to training camp. Sum of money for staying in the G League out. The segment of shooty hoop here, but it spinning. Cloud and Euro stepping. Now you see everybody do it. Oliveri, contested jumper, has not missed a free throw today. Second straight laugher for them here. Khuya and Hinson, a Lithuanian would probably say that's part of that could be a part of that team. Fight for the Olympics.
Is that right?
Really fun to watch. There's a chant going on. Can't quite make.
Nice pass.
Sorkin, Castleton. After the 5 for 7 3-point
These teams is they don't play till Wednesday.
Boards. Good pass out of the short.
Now that's a good move.
Assist setting up. Rupstavicius really gets low. 9 points and 11 rebounds.
No kidding.
I'm sure.
Well, he was the big fundamental, but he. So I talked with him when he really knew the owner has a great voice.
Yes, he does.
And I said, well, thank you to think that.
Santiago Vescovi nearly fell out.
Good rebounder in college, it'll carry.
How good of a rebounder Brandon Pajemski could.
That's
over Kuzi into a three. It's done. Dante Scott, unknown draft prospect in Spain, really flew under the radar. That Barlow on that. Plan. 3 to shoot for Dante Scott. Kuzi
flips it over his head. Got the big on you. Anything special? They're just trying to play.
More Golden State.
Or the Lakers may play better this half.
Cloud.
He's done a nice job, and he'll be a really nice camp player.
A contractor more. A native of Philly.
Is he?
First player in Bowling Green history with 1,200 points, 800 rebounds. Really not.
They didn't keep stats back then.
Yeah, they might, honestly, they might not. Perhaps an asterisk should be placed by that. Beekman.
Offensive game. You know he can defend, and you're trying to see can he a good athlete. Now you're looking to see what he's got on the offensive end of the.
Yeah, see if he can get going.
In the paint.
That is already the 4th block for Marquise Bolden. Large part while he was in training camp with the Cleveland this year in the NBA. Played with both Milwaukee and Charlotte. Could Dalton connect. Beekman.
With Beekman, those are the shots you got to make as a guard.
A couple minutes into the 3rd quarter here. Kuzi catch and shoot.
His son Greg said he was coming. They texted back and forth.
Beekman. Cloud and
Kerr screen the screener. Invariably, you'll get a layup.
Push. Rowe in the. Traore. Kuzi blows the play up. Beekman to B.
Nice job. And let your teammate come off of there at a good angle.
This for him.
That's something Draymond's just made. Defender jumps out at Clay or Steph, his defender, and boom, he goes right to the.
Here. Connect with the. Sorkin Spinning off.
Hinson's had a quiet day.
Filling the lane. 8 rebounds as well. 4 assists.
Oh, I thought he was going to come back to that left yesterday, and you said, gosh, 6'7" wing, you know, good athlete.
82% with the New Zealand Breakers. That's Charity Stripe. Just back inside. A lot of traffic for Hinson. Caught that thing right. Appears to be okay. Thompson, this 12 in this game after the 27-point outing last small sample size theater.
Yeah.
Thompson leaning. He had 7 rebounds yesterday, so rebounding well for his size. Played a little bit at the end of the win over Miami yesterday. Sean East. Yeah. Yeah, they go back. Cloud in good hands. Knox just lowering his Valerio Bodon, Bolden with 3 years of NBA EXP and 18 games. Gets bothered. Oliveri contested points for Kevin Knox. Diarra teams Christian has become a powerhouse of a heist tournament. I believe it's Chipotle Nationals now. Sponsorship has changed. It's across the country playing a national schedule.
Without a doubt. I went up there to watch. Always love going up to Napa.
Went to prolific prep as well as a bit of a collision. Off the couple of guys that possession that didn't want anything to do with them. For compliment an official for making a call against you that was the right calls. From Bolden. East was the JUCO D1 Player of the Year with the Lakers, which will it'll allow him to go to training camp with them in the G League and get a nice sum of money for staying in the G League out last year. Not the prettiest segment of shooty hoop here, but it
to make a roster.
Spinning. Cloud and Euro stepping. Now you see everybody do it. Oliveri, contested jumper. Let's put it to work here. Ethan Thompson has not missed a free throw today. I can't imagine him missing this one. Warriors looking like it's going to be a second straight laugher for them here. Warriors have scored the last 8. Khuya, 11 points for him. And Hinson, a Lithuanian would probably put it like that. That's in the 04 Olympic Games.
Yeah.
Part of that. JJ Barea used to be a part of that team. Gui Santos in Brazil, they qualified for the Olympics.
Is that right?
Qualified for the Olympics since 2008. Truyện is going to be really fun to watch. There's a chant going on. Can't quite make.
Nice pass.
Sorkin. Castleton. This hasn't been his night from downtown after the 5 for 7 3-point effort.
You know, Kev, the nice thing for these teams is they don't play till Wednesday.
Double 22 and 11 points and boards. Good pass out of the short.
Now that's a good move.
And on 4 points and 2 assists, setting up Rubstavicius. When he puts the ball on the floor, he really gets low. 9 points and 11 rebounds, St. Tim Duncan.
No kidding.
I'm sure coaching against Tim Duncan.
Well, he was the big fundamental. Double teamed him because he could pick you apart, but he issue. And so I talked with him when it was really interesting. He really knew the answers. When I was a young guy, the announcer down there has a great voice.
Yes, he does.
Sean. And I said, well, thank you to think that.
Santiago Vescovi nearly fell out. Murphy, the Belmont Bruin.
Test of time. If you're a good rebounder in college, it'll carry you.
There were some people who questioned how good of a rebounder Brandon Pajemski could rebounds per game as a rookie in the NBA.
That's
Nice crossover, Kuzi into a three. Won't get it done. Dante Scott, the movie with Adam Sandler about an unknown draft prospect in Spain in the Hustle movie, but like a guy that really flew under the radar that I will say that I was with Barlow on that. Here's a member of the St. Jean clan. 3 to shoot for Dante Scott. Kuzi
behind the back.
The big fella
Flips it over his head. Got the big on you.
Under 30% from the field.
Now in the half-court game, they're not doing anything special. They're just trying to play.
Crack the 70 mark. For Golden State.